It's that weekend everyone waits for. Time to get all those seedlings that have been taking over my house into the ground. I have got most of the stuff in. I'm just working on a few last things, but it's looking a little like it might rain, so I want to get stuff done. Let me just give you a walk around and see what we've done so far here. The first bed, got the peppers in. Peppers actually look pretty darn good. A couple little guys that I had restarted late, so they're teeny tiny. And this guy is from last year. I brought him inside, and he really bushed out as soon as I got him under a light. Snap peas are coming up. My sad little cucumbers. I don't know, somehow I only ended up with 3, so I'm going to throw some more seeds in there. Zucchinis, look like they could use some water. They'll perk up. I think my pole beans just started to pop. Put the loofahs in. They need some water, but they're doing pretty good. They were escaping their pots to begin with, so they were ready to go. Rhubarb taking over the world. Strawberries, they didn't quite pop back like they usually do, so I threw a couple extra in there just to make sure. The kids got their garden all planted. They've got zucchini, cucumber, bush variety, some peppers, Roma tomato, a beefsteak tomato, carrots planted along the long edge here, and then we did beans, and I've got some netting or some string or something so they can climb up. There, we threw a couple flowers in there that they got for May Day. Lettuce coming up. I do have an empty spot. Might, I don't know, get some cabbage or, whatever's on sale at Runnings. I don't see any sign of my sunflowers yet. I'm really hoping stuff starts popping out so I can start weeding. We do got some popcorn coming. There's one. It seems like we got a couple rows coming in here, so that should be good. I'll be able to till through there. And those are coming up. Lots of grass growing that I want to till through. And then, let's see, pollinator garden. Most of this perennial. I got a couple new things. I got the orange hyssop. I got geranium, like a wild geranium or a hardy geranium. A couple other things that the kids picked out. I don't remember what they're called, so we'll go take a peek here. This thing, fire dance. It says the butterflies like it, so it's in the butterfly garden. And then I think the kids picked out this one, blue waterfall, bellflower. So that is pollinator garden. Everything else is coming up. I've got, I think that's a bachelor button, hollyhocks, delphinium, coneflower. I think there's 4, rudbeckia, columbine, bee balm, another hollyhock. There was supposed to be a poppy in there, but it must not have come back. I do have some, for some reason, some parsley that's coming back. No sign of the dill yet. And I did seem to think that the lavender is actually coming back. I didn't think it was, but if you look in there, I see some green. So I'm excited for that. Definitely need to weed in here. I don't see any of my, oh, I do see one. Right there at the, past the crabgrass, and right in between there, there's a milkweed coming up. And then I'll fill this rest of the space with cosmos and zinnia and calendula when those come up. They're still inside. I just planted those a little while ago. Potatoes looking good. My not terribly straight line of potatoes in the ground. And we got the tomatoes on my crazy curvy tomato trellis. I've got Brandywine in the front, Copia in the back, one Roma. I don't know how I ended up with one. The rest of them are in the kids' garden, but Brussels sprouts, got 5 of those, and then what I have left, watermelon, squash, and muskmelon, cantaloupe. Fill out the rest of this, and then it's pumpkin patch time. I'm not really looking forward to the 30 plus mounds that I have to dig, but that is the weekend right now. I think maybe the pumpkins will be next weekend, but I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and dragging seedlings in and out of the house. It's probably the first year they've actually been hardened off properly, just because I managed to make it until the week after the last frost date. It was the first time for everything, right? Well, if you're getting your stuff in, happy gardening.